this crowded street with so many people around me. It was then I bumped into you, and we smiled and apologized at exactly the same time. Should have known then it was meant to be. The moment stood still, it seemed, as I looked at you and you looked at me. And I knew it was love at first sight, as the fire ignited my heart. I can't explain it, but when I looked in your eyes, I finally realized that you are the one who was meant for me. Wow, I can't believe how fast these years have gone by. As I stand up here, looking out there at you, walking down the aisle with that beautiful smile. Couldn't be any happier. You are my dream come true. And I knew it was love at first sight, as the fire ignited my heart. I can't explain it, but when I looked in your eyes, I finally realized that you are the one who's meant for me. Moments stood still, it seemed, as I looked at you and you looked at me. And I knew it was love at first sight, as the fire ignited my heart. I can't explain it, but when I looked in your eyes, I finally realized that you are the one who was meant for me. Meant for me. That you are the one who was meant for me.
Good afternoon, everybody, and Happy New Year to everyone. Where I think we're all now, we've all now made it into 2023. I don't really have a plan for today. I hesitated even to go live because I was like, do I really want to go live? Do I want to take the day off? What do I want to do? I kind of just don't know right now. I'm gonna kind of wing it. This is gonna be maybe a combination of tech and a little bit of IRL stuff, I guess. Mostly tech stuff. But essentially, I am. See if I can. What I want to. Here. So, essentially, I'm just kind of playing around with code today. I've had in my mind for a while a crazy idea, and that is basically summed up as what if Java? What if you could have a streaming site like Limish, but you did it all in Java? Which is something I'm a little bit more familiar with. Not, there's stuff here that I have never used before, quite a lot of stuff, or I've only barely scratched the surface of. And I wasn't in the mood really to dig into Elixir stuff today too much. So I kind of wanted to take a break and just kind of like look at feasibility stuff. How feasible is it to do some things in Java? And I mean, I also want to learn, and part of that is just kind of playing around with stuff and seeing what comes out of it. Now, I mean, most of the website is imminently doable. The thing that is the big question mark is like, video, audio, chat, and stuff like that. The really important. That's the real question mark. And I definitely want to try and like see how feasible some of that stuff would be. It's unfortunately, I've been doing some searching around, and there are projects that are out there, but nothing is like the full Monty. I mean, it's all like this little piece is implemented, and that little piece is implemented, and that little piece is implemented, and no one has really taken all those pieces and kind of combined them into something that is, out of the box, able to run well. So that's kind of discouraging. I've been looking around for stuff, and it looks like you really want to do it, kind of have to do it yourself, or at least pull all these little pieces together and make them all talk to one another. So that's been a thing. I think one of the things I want to do is I exported my Ubuntu Linux instance, and I created a duplicate instance of it, so I can have like a clean, relatively clean instance here that can have Java and stuff on it potentially, but also database stuff and whatnot. And I think what is this? Doing FPGs. No. So I think I want to cluster. No. Hey, take the freak. Welcome. No cluster. Cluster. One. Cluster bird. Okay. Then we got cluster. Identified by the name could be arbitrary. The default cluster is being however might wish to create other clusters for testing. Other super users at cluster issues. Do a major cluster system include clustering creates the necessary configuration files. Include that to use next level support. Cluster verify exist. Right. Yeah. Postgres cluster must not be owned by. Okay. It's fine. Use it Postgres. All the next reports there. Okay. Oh, there's the varlib has to be. Okay, so that's why. God. I understand. Alright, so then I want to I need to here and make three options. Group factory. Everything's got relatively reasonable cost. Or not sure if I'm cluster reading it. Information about all Postgres clusters. All clusters. There, that. Full commands. Version cluster name. Actually, what do I want to do here? Okay, so I do mention the cluster name. Good. Alright, so I want to else here that like locale, but only sets locale on a specified map. What locale for database cluster? Let's see. Okay, so alright, so there's nothing. Just trying to look at like example. Oh, make sure it wasn't anything crazy going on there. Oh. How does not exist? I need to just fill. Okay. Yeah, there's much else I would there. Let's stuff. Database cluster. Method. No. And all right. Probably leave all. So let's try this. And get your dev. So Okay. Then I hit H. Alright. Here. Reach for invisible. We have a database to start out. Always a good idea. Okay. What was that? Over into equal development green tab. So let's post. Oh, it's doing 433. Must but alright, I have to create one on there. So there's create a new database. How I guess I just think. Let's do your move for Argo, probably these. Back, Mm. Yep. Rest. Right now. TV. Oh, that is a thing. New data, however, which is creating database via this utility via other methods. Okay. Yeah.
The cold eyes of a digital girl that follow endlessly over stone. Water and stone. I know something went wrong.
Applications, password. Okay. That would I... R... Good Postgres. Cool. Oh, good. So, I... Here. Up here and become. Okay. Let's see. Settings. Yeah. Something in here to make this work. I think so. Hey, twist that. Difference there. Hey, Lunar. Welcome. I'm getting a feeling. Oh, this one's still out. Different way. Yeah. That stuff. Yeah, data directory and stuff. We're everywhere where it's been stored. It's just the if I and then that works. That works better. Sure. So what is what's the what's weird? Great if I didn't have to connect. Wait, did I have to? Oh yeah, they ran it as well. Okay, makes sense. Password. Damn. Creation. Yeah. Wonder if how the flyway. Flyway, case. Highway how to use framework to basically remodel our database schema reliably. Never used this before. Highway updates database for one version. I'm familiar with all that. So is this still a thing? Wave. What do you mean by that? Yeah. Use no. Condition. What are you? Oh. Highway command line F. Docker Factory Highway migrate so validate baseline. That makes sense. Use a private JD driver, yep. We need download the driver, yeah, no problem. Two files are ported. Inline tool. Probably one more additional big file. Why would it load configuration files you see? Variable argument. Standard input. Ready. Word. Not specify database user password that means by the specify arguments always JVM by saying Java arg.
Don't go starting to say goodbye. We just started.
Our files use loggers
Many moments
by
on the road ahead. Let's get started to live. 'Cause we've seen trouble ahead and trouble
actually so migrate
we'll be right here
three.
waiting without trouble on our minds. Trouble's been said,
Sample outputs.
wound up and died.
Oh,
Trouble is just passing by.
baseline. Baseline is an existing database including all migrations up to including baseline.
You might be raining
Bring you all the way back.
to shine. You need darkness to show light. Heavy lifting
Oh,
on the
this
road.
documentation is deprecated.
Let's get started. Let's get fed. Here we are.
Information can be written in SQL or Java. Airline client. Plugins available. Spring boot. Okay, so that's good. Highway. Oracle. PostgreSQL. Yeah. I think that's very popular. Jenkins has one, that's good. Hey, buddy. JM. Spring Boot. Part of Spring Boot. The one we're using. What hell? Where's the Spring Boot? Comes with out-of-the-box integration for Flyway. All you need to do is have Flyway core to do COM XML or build creative. Okay. Flyway properties. Spring Boot also has the Flyway using variable. Okay. That's cool. Well, let's see. I guess I should probably start Spring Boot, but yeah, I mean, honestly, all I'm really doing is running this from Tanks right now. But I definitely want to use this as I can leave it at default password in. Once I have a database, I can actually work things. So, clip running. I should have done a clip. Yes, I did. You. We'll do that. See what we get. I don't know if I have the. I think I have the Spring Boot plugin. Play. Stuff there. Tools for Spring Boot. Probably need that. Rolling. No, I think I have to. I think I have to. Get version 2 here. Yeah. I want to all right now. All right. All right, so I want to do something about so there. Yeah, it's already part of that other. So, dash 3. These projects are working set games. Doctor. Let's get integration with Ngrok too. Oh, that's pretty cool. I guess what do I do? Bring boot. Project. Version 17. Type Maven. Java version 17. And now, versions is fun. That's packaging jar here. I don't know why it's packaged. But now it one. One. Go to Lombok. Duration Spring Boot Dev Tool. Oh yeah, live reload. What's that? Need support. Will hold on. Library house produce quickly. Maybe. Works. Actually, operations, yeah. Things from batch is having validation and beam validation. What I need to bring back. Huh? Messaging. Socket. I don't know if I need Spring integration yet. For that. No SQL stuff. Probably not. SQL stuff. Definitely want APA? Or, hey, Mr. T. Need it. Oh, no. I'll use street. Hibernate brings its own. I've used Hibernate before in the past. It brings its own baggage that I don't necessarily need. Flyway migration. I'll look at. And SQL driver. We'll need Spring Security. I think I'll need an OAuth client. But I might need one later. What's today's side project? I honestly, I'm kind of just dicking around right now. I'll be honest. I was like on the fence of whether I wanted to go live today or not. But I just wasn't. I didn't feel like doing any Elixir stuff or, looking at the rating stuff again. I wasn't feeling it today. So on my brain for a while, it has been a question, and that is, could I build a site like Glimish, but in Java rather than, which is something I'm a little bit more familiar with. There's a lot of stuff here that I've never done before, but I do a lot of Java stuff and stuff with Spring too. But I haven't used like these particular tools before. Usually hand roll a lot of things, so it's kind of just like a thing I've been thinking about. See if it's something that's viable, because a lot of the stuff that like the important stuff like video and WebRTC and stuff like that is still kind of not great. Like the support for it's not that great in Java. WebRTC is a little bit better support, but like video and stuff really lacking. So I kind of wanted to like check out a little bit, see if is it feasible to even go down this path or not, because I really don't know. I've never tried it before. Your IDE of choice is VS Code. Yeah, I'm using Eclipse. I'm using Eclipse for this. I'm used to Eclipse as far as like Java is concerned. I've been trying to. I do want to learn like IntelliJ, because I know that's popular for Android Studio is based on IntelliJ, stuff like that. So I've been kind of trying to learn a little bit of that too, here and there. IntelliJ always been a bit rough for me because I like Eclipse's perspectives, because it kind of makes the screen cleaner, in my opinion. But it's it's kind of it's a weird, I don't know, the UI of IntelliJ has always been kind of weird to me. You want to move the KDE's KDevelop? Is KDevelop still supported? I mean, that's pretty darn old, KDevelop. Oh, it is? Okay. They don't have a way to support Flutter and Dart. Well, I mean, is there a reason you don't like Android Studio? Is it the same reason that I have trouble with it, which is that it's based on IntelliJ and kind of cluttered? I'm just curious. I'm not judging. I'm just curious. You decided to make a web app. Oh, I see. Oh, you want to make a web app from Dart or Flutter and stuff. Okay. I was just curious. I thought you were making a mobile app. So that makes more sense if you want to try a different IDE. Flutter surprisingly makes it easy to develop a web app. Yeah, I've heard a lot about. I know we use Flutter on Glimish for the mobile stuff. I'm curious as to what it does for web apps. I haven't really looked. Honestly, I'm so old and set in my ways that the first thing I thought was, I want to do a web app, so let me just get Spring fired up and and we'll have a web app in no time here. Hey, Ramirez. Happy New Year to you as well. I'm just dicking around. There's nothing in particular I'm working on. Sundays are usually kind of a more boring day anyway. Like, I feel like I don't you know, it's kind of it's more of a laid back day for me. And I'm just I wasn't in the mood really to do any Glimish stuff today. I've been doing Glimish stuff all week, honestly, off camera and stuff. So I've been kind of just like, I wanted to just spec some things out and see if how feasible it would be to do like a Glimish-like site in Java. I mean, obviously the website portion of it is solid. I do that all the time. But like the back end stuff, like the video processing and stuff like that, that is a little bit more of a mishmash of things. And I wanted to see if it's even viable, because I have a thought in my head that maybe I would have a, you know, Glimish is unique in that it's open source, and you don't really see any streaming websites like that are open source. And I kind of have the open source bug now where I'm like, yeah, I could do something similar but do it in Java and see what it looks like. You know, maybe dig into technologies I've never dug into before, like microservice stuff. I think Brawl VM is something that gets a lot of buzz now, because you can take C and C++ and Python and Java, and you can compile them all down into native code and have them run as native apps, so they can run them as like microservices and stuff, which sounds, and they can all interoperate. So like you can have a library in C++ that can be seen from your Java code and all that stuff. Kind of interesting. So, and Java. Yeah, no, I get it. It's a bit of a whipping boy, but I thought, you know, it's the thing that I know the best. It's a thing. Well, let's put it this way: it's the thing that I'm the most comfortable with. And if I'm gonna spec out something, I want to be comfortable in the process of doing it. I don't want to be frustrated by trying to learn a language at the same time as I'm trying to figure out if I'm doing something right, you know, doing something correctly. Kdevelop is still in active development. Oh, cool. Cool, because Kdevelop has been around for a long time. Like, I think Kdevelop is, predates VS Code, if I'm not mistaken. So that's good. That's good. They're still keeping it up to date and running development stuff. That's awesome. Yeah. Not right now. Template engines. Which one do I want to try? FreeMarker? So the template engine we use it in my day job is actually Velocity, which they dropped support for, but still work. We have a little adapter. Logic list template. There are no if statements, else clauses, or for loops. Well, that is the most useless thing ever. Groovy template. FreeMarker. I have a library to generate text output, HTML web pages based on templates. So I started to look at finally. Browsers. Maybe I'll dig into Fine. But I've never used it before. I haven't used FreeMarker either. FreeMarker is very popular. But testing Spring REST docs. Document RESTful services by combining handwritten ASCII document. Embedded LDAP service. Contract verify. Moves TDD to a level of software architecture by enabling consumer-driven contract development. Ugh, buzzword soup. Test containers provide lightweight highlight instances of common databases. Ooh. That's interesting. I've never used this before. That would be really good because Elixir and Ruby both have concepts of test database. So you run all of your test code in a test database, and then you have your main database, your development database, whatever you want to call it. It has like quote unquote real data in it. And then you've got your test database that has all the test stuff. And then when you run your test suite, it will drop all the data from the test database and recreate it. Kind of interesting. I'm wondering if this is never running a Docker container. Lightweight instances of common database. Flying in web browsers. Anything else that can run it? Docker. That's an interesting one. I'm going to put that on there just because. Web. We definitely want Spring Web. I'm going to do GraphQL as well, which I've never used in Spring before, or in Java for that. Reactive Web. Build reactive web applications with Spring Web Flex. Out. But I don't know. Web Flux like it. I think it's just all synchronous stuff versus synchronous, which would be very important, but also at the same time, I don't know what other way it would benefit. REST, exposing Spring data repositories of REST. Runs an API and implementations for managing user sessions. I guess that's if you're having session information across. Be curious to learn Tailwind this year so you can help a front end UI UX. We just need someone else to connect all the back end bits. Yeah, exactly. But I think, and I do want to learn Tailwind as well, which might be something I use here for throwaway project. I don't know. I think there's a lot of people have expressed a desire to redesign and have provided actually template designs, Flemish, and I think building Lunar on Python. There you go. Busy learning Dart alongside Flutter. There you go. I think what really needs to happen there, because in many ways the UI development is much harder than anything that I do, because I could just throw new stuff in and use the existing design that's there, and just make it look like what's there. But when it comes to UI design and moving stuff around and making it look good and making it flow correctly, like, you kind of need everybody to be on the same page. Which to me says, we really ought to just have, not a competition, but like have a proposal to say, like, all right, everybody, give us who wants in on this, give us your proposal for what certain pages in the site would look like. Take these pages, take these 5, 6, 7 pages, whatever, and design them and make them look the way that you think would be best. And then kind of just, someone has to pick one, say, okay, go implement it. And anyone else who wants to jump in and help implement it, here's your template to follow. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what we need. I mean, because it's not like for me, I can just jump in and just write some code and jump back out again. But for UI design, it's not as easy. You can't have like one page look one way, another page look a different way, another page look a different way. It doesn't work, you know? Calling this scroll T. Yeah, it's the whatever I came up with. I was like, I'll just call it scroll. Once a new thing gets added, it's just Frankenstein onto the site. Well, yes. But I think I think the problem is not so much that new features are getting added. I think the problem is more we need an agreed upon look and feel, I guess. Kind of. It's weird. It's a little bit of both. A little bit of A and a little bit of B. It's like I have no problem following a design pattern if it's already been established. Like I don't have to do much. I just have to say, like, I just have to use the correct class names, and just it'll just work, that kind of thing. I have no problem following that. My problems exist when, like, CSS and I do not see eye to eye. When I have to start doing the CSS myself, that's when I start to cry. Because I can't. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work for me. So yeah, I get frustrated quickly. It's basically sucks to that. So yeah, it's still one of those. It's really hard, right? Because there's already an existing design, there's already stuff going on. And what you need is someone to just come in and do a whole chunk of changes and get them out there, and then that way there's enough examples that anything new coming in can glean from one of the examples that's already there. It's almost like you got to find pages with unique qualities and just kind of get all those pages done and looking the way you want them to, and then everyone else can, like, every other page that doesn't conform to it, someone can come in and just fix it so that it does. And it's rough, very, very rough. And it's the hardest part of that too, is that you can't really, like, that kind of thing sort of has to happen on a branch somewhere where everybody can download it and look at that branch and make it happen, Feature A gets added and Feature B comes along. You think that you can integrate with Feature A. It ends up being its own standalone thing. Well, yeah. I mean, that's always a thing. The problem, one of the big problems is there's not a, so how can I put it? In every company that I've worked in, we've always been very punctual with code reviews and pull requests and things like that, because you want everyone to be integrating with the latest as much as possible, so that when you do have a feature that comes in that someone else can integrate with, they'll have that code as soon as they can have it. Now, sometimes that means we have an unstable main branch. Sometimes that means we have, an unstable, in progress branch that are go to, and then once that stabilizes, it gets pushed in bulk to, the main trunk. And I think the big problem right now is kind of have to develop everything in isolation of one another, because you don't know when the other thing's going to be available. That's a problem as old as time immemorial, right? That's always a running problem in every development, whether it's an open source development or a closed source development shop, is making sure that all the hooks are in place, that something is taking advantage of all the things that have come down. And even closed source projects don't get it right a lot of times. It's a hard problem. It's a hard problem to address and to solve. But it's part of it. There's no, like, I was looking at GitHub has this concept of a merge queue, where you can say, like, someone with certain permissions can mark these pull requests as merge in a particular order, and then they can approve the whole merge queue and it'll merge it in that particular order down. That doesn't really help most of the time, because you're still going to get merge conflicts that maybe you didn't see before. But it's kind of an interesting thing where, if you have a high velocity project, one that has a lot of pull requests coming in at very often, you can kind of like, you can kind of manage them in bulk, almost, kind of a thing. But it's a hard problem. Not something that has an easy answer or really any. Cool. Guys, I don't think we need that. We're going to do GraphQL. Where's the more RESTful stuff? I missed. Resilience Brigade. There's so many things I don't know about. Spring has become such a huge project. All encompassing. There's so many of these little things on the side that I have never dealt with before that probably would actually be good for a job. Never even thought to look them up. Things let you monitor and manage your applications, application health, bring boot back. Monitor and manage. Oh. Probably something with that. Observability. Pavement. Publish metrics and optionally distributed traces. Vulnerability by way task monitoring. Prometheus. Those micrometer metrics, Prometheus format, memory dimensional, time series database with people built UI storyline. Publish micrometer metrics to micrometer new relic. What? Datadog. Huh. I guess that's mostly for performance stuff. Cloud platform. We're using Codeberg for code hosting. Yeah, I haven't really looked at them before. Hosting free and open source software. So get yay. Let's go spoke code hosting service using Go. It's so amazing that this all works. Yeah, no, it's true. Yeah, I mean everything. The amount of stuff that kind of. It's just yeah. There's the amount of coordination that has to happen just for software to just keep moving forward with minimal interruptions is almost staggering sometimes. You know? A lot of people don't get a lot of people don't see all the coordination that has to happen in the back end to like make these things just kind of roll forward without any hiccup. As soon as there is a hiccup, it's like Earth has fallen off its axis. You know what I mean? One thing you're getting stuck with is using Git. But what issue are you having with Git? That's basically okay. I was gonna say it's basically GitHub. It's pretty much GitHub with T here. Pushing, committing some code, and connecting it to your Codeberg repo. Oh. Well, I would imagine it's yeah, I know. GitHub used to have the same thing. I think it still does, but it's not underneath of it anymore. They have like a thing that's like to create. It's software dashboard. Yeah, you gotta set up a two-factor auth. Turn that off. Push to create fresh repository on the code. Yeah, I don't think it's on GitHub either. You just do new repository. Then I imagine, so you give it a name, description. The default branch name is going to be called. Alright, so that'll give you an empty repository. Well, almost empty. We'll have a license and a readme in it. And then so I mean, if you create the repository over there, and this is the same with GitHub, they'll just give you a link that you can copy, and then you just clone that repository locally, and you're done. Right? If you create a repository locally, it's a little bit more difficult, but you can still do it. I think you have to do some kind of weird thing with it. So like, the best thing to do is just create up there, and then just and it'll create an empty repository, and then just have it pull it down that way. I think on GitHub, pretty much the same thing, except there's security related stuff. Like, in order to connect to your GitHub stuff, you have to set a password from the command line and things. But you do. Yeah, I might as well create one here anyway. Go. Oh, see, they have an import repository too, which I think if you zip up your repository or something, you can import it. Do that. Yeah. Good new repository. Add a README file. Nor choose a license. File. Main of branch. Main is. Getting more. License. Right, I just created that, and then code, and I just can pick out this again. So I wonder, project, how do I do that? Yep. I want to get repository. And support. Orange name. And, fine. Okay. When that then just have to check that out. Probably already here. Yeah. General project doesn't have anything yet. There you go. Oh, I got markdown thing here. That's anyway. Type Spring Boot on this. Let's invert this one. First, probably. There's a page. Project. Oh, I could be. I guess. Board. There's a weird one. Starts from scratch on one thing and then move it over. I guess I just never considered that. Starter. Even. Right now, do I store my DevStream VOD somewhere? On most of them are on YouTube. So if you go to, what is it, memoryleakdeath.tv/VODs, it'll take you to my YouTube streaming channel as opposed to my normal YouTube edited videos channel. Cool. Yeah, they should be pretty much all up there. I mean, that's all my live streams too. It's not just coding, it's everything I've done. Love to learn the ways of devs. No, I mentioned on Twitter that I'm gonna probably put an edited video up, like a channel update video this week. I might actually record it tonight. And one of the things I wanted to talk about there is, like, I kind of want to do more devs. I want to do more dev video, not more dev streams, because I don't think I can handle any more dev streams than what I do right now. But I want to do some, like, maybe some edited content, like a roundup of the dev stuff I've done, for the week or 2 weeks or whatever. And just kind of go over some of the things. And just have, like, videos on that, like produced videos on that. In addition to, like, the gaming content that I do, which I haven't been putting up gaming videos in a while. Because I've been trying to figure out a schedule that where I could do all that stuff and not be completely out of my mind. But we'll see. I don't know. It's a new year, and as always, I'm always like, well, what should I do different this week? And I'm so jealous of, like, maker channels, like where someone goes and is like, all right, I'm gonna go build a table. I'm gonna build an end table or something, and they show you their whole process, from the, blocks of wood to, carving them down and chopping them up and making something out of it all, and I'm really kind of jealous of that, because it's so hard to replicate that when it comes to like writing software, right? You get some of the way, but it's very hard to do it all of the way, you know? Because 99% of the stream is just kind of staring at a text editor. A glorified text with some English words interspersed with a lot of symbols. Whereas like anybody can look at a video that, you know, hey, there was a log, and now this person has gone and started carving it, and they made this log turn into something beautiful. You know, like it doesn't require a whole lot of reading between the lines to see what's going on there. You can kind of sit there and just be taken on the journey and be fascinated by what's happening. Whereas with this, it's like carving a sculpture out of wood using just a toothpick, right? It takes 6-7 hours and still kind of looks like a log. Doesn't really look like much yet. You know? Cut and paste like woodworking, yeah, right? It's just like it's so much longer to do anything. Yeah. It takes so much longer to do anything, and it's just like it's a lot more abstract than concrete. And I mean, even somebody who's like painting a picture, right? Like painting a portrait or painting a painting, you know, they might not finish the painting in one stream, but you can at least see it coming together. You know what I mean? For coding, it's like you can go an entire stream and it was just like you got 3 lines of code written and nothing really looks different on the screen, but yet progress has been made. Learning Dart from the YouTube channel Free Code Camp. Cool. Yeah, it's there's a lot of good resources out there for learning. My problem is I can't. One of the thoughts I had was, well, maybe I should start like a tutorial series or something. But honestly, I'm not good at teaching, right? Because the way that I learned stuff was to just jump in head first and fail, right? Like that's how I learn stuff, is just make a lot of mistakes, and then you don't make quite as many mistakes, and then as you continue, you make fewer and fewer mistakes because you've seen stuff before, you know. Teaching how to make a live streaming app with Flutter. Oh, there you go. Make a live streaming app with Flutter. There's a thing. Like, where the hell was this been? Exactly. Oh, I was also thinking, like, I guess I could look into Flutter too, but I was looking at seeing if there was a way in Electron to, because like Discord has this like Discord's in Electron, right? And they have an overlay. I don't know if the overlay works in game or not, or if it's just an overlay over the desktop and you have to have the game running in like borderless window mode or something like that. But one of the things I really wanted to see if we could address is having like a chat client where the chat would show up as an overlay in your game. This is something that Caffeine does, or at least did, well, they kind of moved away from it. So that like people who don't have multiple monitors could, you know, live stream and still see their chat without having to jump through a whole bunch of hoops. You know, they can full screen their their game that they're playing and still see the chat, and even have it where potentially where they can see the chat but the stream doesn't see the chat. You know what I mean? Like you can put it in a layer where it's not going to be picked up by OBS or something. Which is what like Caffeine kind of does that, but Caffeine is the recording software at the same time. It didn't just do one or the other, it did both. That was another thing that I was kind of like peeking my interest, like, is there a way to do that? The problem is whenever you're manipulating surfaces in Direct3D or OpenGL or Vulkan or anything like that, there's always a possibility that you're going to corrupt the display buffer and cause all kinds of graphical glitches in the game. So you always have to be like, well, okay, we tested this game. Oh, this other game does something weird with the display buffer, so we gotta kind of make a workaround to make that one work. Or even worst case scenario, there's some sort of performance tied to it that you end up causing the game to run slower because it's used to having more control over the display buffer than what you've caused, and you're causing some kind of bottleneck somewhere in the rendering pipeline. But yeah. Bonky was helping you with Flutter when he showed you how to get started with Android development. It's like, right to only doing a web app? Yeah. I have the Glimish Android, the Glimish Flutter app down. I was having a problem getting it to actually launch the Android VM and launch the application into it. So I just kind of chalked that up to I didn't read the instructions that much on Flutter, so I still have a little bit more work there to try to figure out how to get all that to work. But kind of got it working a little bit in Android Studio. At least I could see the project and all, and build it, but I couldn't get the emulator to work quite right. Actually use your physical Android device for debugging? Yeah, I mean I could link mine too, but I feel like it's so much faster to just do the VM, you know what I mean? Just do it in the VM first and then only push stuff over to your phone when you're really confident in what you got. Yeah. Start debugging button and away you go. Yeah, I guess. You do it that way. I don't know. I don't know if it's any better doing it that way than just using the VM and just doing it there. On there. Is anyone else seeing chat messages repeat? Like I swear your last message, Mr. P, went away and then came back again on my screen. The message isn't up. I mean, it's not. The message isn't like. It's not duplicating, but it's like going away and then coming back. Not on stream. No, not on stream, but on just in the chat. Like I have the Glimish chat popped out, and like messages are coming in and then they're going away and coming back. Hey, Saint Lord, welcome. Hope you're doing well. It's weird. Like, it's happening every so often where it's like the last message kind of goes away and then it comes back immediately. It's weird. Going pretty good for me. Happy New Year, everybody. We've all caught up for the new year. No one's been left behind. I'm just kind of bumming around today. Not doing anything of note or importance. Honky fixed the app bug where the app will not show new messages when the functions got duplicated. Well, that's good. Good. I haven't looked at the app stuff here. Is there there you go. Click the links in chat. When did that happen? Oh, that was November. Is there any... Huh. Pull request under close. Oh yeah, November 20th. The work authentication. Pull links in chat. Yeah. I don't know if these been. I don't know if these have been pushed out yet. Like they're merged, but I don't know if they've made it into the Glimish app or not yet. But that's good. At least there's stuff going on there. As far as getting stuff in. One of the functions got duplicated. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I've managed to get the code down, and I've got it in Android Studio, but I just haven't managed to get it to actually run in the emulator. Which is, it's most likely something that I haven't set up properly or haven't done for Flutter. So I just have to figure that one out. And I would like to do some mobile stuff too, but we'll see. We'll see. I have to learn Dart. I've never used Dart before in my life, so to see what that's all about. This what I have up here. Configure this. Bring tools. IO, validation, mail, port scheduler, cache. Web stuff. Cool. We want this Spring Data JDBC and Postgre. Security, let's Spring Security. Spring Cloud will jump over. We'll take Timeleaf as the template engine. Bring test containers down, even though I don't know exactly what it is yet. Spring Web, Spring GraphQL, and I think we're good there. Spring Starter project. Let's do it. Speaking of Python, how on earth is it possible to develop a web app with Python? People do it. There was a company that I used to work next to that their whole web app was done in Python. They were kind of money collection service, kind of like a Stripe, but it wasn't Stripe. It was like some other, like a B2B thing. Yeah. How easy it is to create a Flutter program? Yeah, there you go. Just enable additional Java sources, compiling specific validations and adjustments. So you bug me and then turn it off. So here's the problem. A lot of hidden files with it. A lot of native dependencies. Alright, so we're definitely bringing in the world. Java, push Java, bring application run. Let's need a command line application. But it should have the Spring Web. Oh. Boot, yes, presentation, caching data with Spring. I think it did much. It created the Maven POM file, which, you know, what you do, you can do that too. And it threw together some files that I ended up having to get rid of. And even W. Maven an app. Why does it have a Maven app? Very weird. Yeah, that's the DevTools part of it. Like Node.js, you get a Flutter create my app in terminal and Boom template for you to build on top of. Yeah, I mean that's basically what Spring Boot is trying to do here. They used to have a they used to have like a, I mean they have Spring Initializer, what basically runs all this stuff, which is basically a command line version. I think what's weird about this though is I did have like web application selected, and it generated what is basically a command line. Not really what I. So if I go in here and I select figure, start the Maven. Yeah, packaging is 4. Description. Yep. Oh. I generated the basic framework. This is 3D dice. Another target. With that, I'm over here. I was getting the plant stuff from the starter. Not really. Pretty finally. Dependency management. Oh, that's for the cleaners. Nice. Right. Huh. Get rid of that for a moment. Dependency version. There. I didn't have the dependency management in there. With XML. So what happens if version? I need to bring in the here. So what the hell? Is add visitors the free and go. That. Properties. Really only need one of them. That in here except for containers. Oh. Okay. Maven plugin. Maybe they don't have. Didn't override the version plugin, did they? What version? But maybe, oh, they probably do that. So, yeah, there's probably a still plugin defined up there that takes in stuff. Okay. Let's have our structure. This thing is supposed to mean web app. Which mean Java yet for special. Lines. First main. Clear. Java. Sources. This. F. Push folder. Oh, it is. Folder and resources. How it goes in here? Yeah, but those are interesting new things too. Wait. Oh, it automatically made it. Must have did that with email before. Used. Views. There's emailing. There. Fine. Inhale. Cool. Alright. Everything's over into the thing that's actually this is not the right library. Oh. No, where's the okay. Java, Java 17. No. Be the default. Compiler compliance level is 15. That's because it's 20. The other one wouldn't have done it either, right? Just no idea. 17 apply. Where's the oh, I already had one there. Maybe. What compliance level? There we go. Oh. That's better. She's better. Alright. Awesome. Like the little starter thing. Now, or you could start. Like you could have it generate. Used to be that you could have it generate classes and stuff. I don't know if they do that. But the one thing I do want to do is generate. I want to get it. So we're gonna call in. Yeah. What was the one I was looking at? I was looking at Highway Cool. Alright. Some properties. Plugging. So ignore charge step. Imports auto startup. Will it automatically start to schedule after initial? Those providers, mail properties, stuff and whatnot. No, not really. He didn't miss any real progress. I'm still kind of just setting things up for the first time. It's been like, that's the funny thing, is like you go from one company to another and you always inherit a system that's already built. And so when it comes to actually like creating one from scratch, I haven't done it in so long. It's like you have to look up everything and like you gotta step through it because like you're not used to setting something up from completely from scratch. Uncut days for spring. This URL using the password ignored. Password. I need spring source for BBC. Why it doesn't show up on there? This? there a password there? I think you, oh, you know, you pass the username. Pass username and password is different parameters. Localhost 3. Right, and then bring this for user. Right now, URL. We need some ETA. Very good. Data migration. Bring flyway baseline description to tag an existing schema with them. Flyway baseline on migrate. Players automatically call baseline when migrating on team. Line version is 1. Highlight back for the back SQL statements. Go to executing them. Highlight cherry pick. Migration files should consider when migrating or undoing. Table cleaning of the database. Validation error where automatically call clean when a validation error occurs. Maximum number of retries when attempting to connect the database. 17 retries. Schemas, specify the schemas property. Loading. Enable through PFA encoding, error override, fail on this application, group. Recording display history tables having applied the migration. This is connection immediately cleaning it. Driver, Kerberos, Huawei Teams, applications of migration scripts can contain the special vendor placeholder use vendor. So you got ED migration, lock, transactional, non-transactional statement. And password of the database. Mission prefix suffix. Green. Cable. Space. Target. ABC URL of the database to migrate. That's the primary configured. I don't have to put the S for anything. Okay, we'll just use the primary J. I would imagine. Oh, strange log. Drop for. Coding. Okay. I don't do anything to configure that. I have to put DB migration. These are here. I have to figure out how do you start a new baseline? Real fucking. So I want to find my. For environment, physical 3 migration. Migration to our existing environment, we will notice no difference in the low output. But I'm thinking, guessing the database has to. Oh, it is just running this. Yeah, but the database kind of has to exist even just for the data. Technology's threat prevention software sees glitches media servers as much. Yeah. Yeah, there's as far as we haven't had more issues with like scanners saying, "Oh, this website's doing weird stuff," or with all the WebRTC stuff floating around and the WebSockets and everything. Baseline script type. Alt tab. Anyway, SQL, these be things like cloud and cloud changes, advanced bulk changes, and info. Or dependency or new migration. All right, so I think first and foremost, good. Yeah. So be able to highway. Joe answered. Wait. Wait. Okay. Database. Right. Okay. Vision. Our database. Database connection off. Okay. Hmm. Project. Okay. Big scheme and create new scheme and stuff. Creates data. My way Maven plug. Quick EV mine. This name. Okay. Great dives. I don't know. It works in my. Alright, so eventually I have to go. How do I also create DB using migration forward for migration scripts. A naming convention property. So Spring Boot app with SQL initializer. Properties. See if it has. We're doing Hibernate. starts to feel open. Rest. Yeah. Trying to see if there's anything here to help out with. I mean, I can create the database itself. I don't want it to be able to do it automatic. Like I want to be able to point it at empty post great thing and be like, rate yourself. I'm gonna reconnect. I don't see anything. Yeah. Oh. Stuff. Where's the Here, just the great database. Yes. Space. Where exists? There's that database. Along there. Just doing S catalog. There's a few guys going to use. Do it. I'm done with it. What I can do is put a thing here under top level, say folder. Oh, it's fine. Yeah. Was really great. Name. Username. Went down to Hollywood, but Hollywood and go. I went on to Tennessee to see a 10 I know. Nashville is a friend of mine. She lives close to my home. We get drunk on body wine. We're never throwing stones. Right. I get all right. Go on. Give a little bit of where I'm from. I've been told to go on. Living on the road. Great. That. Cool. Yeah, it did get really dark for me. It's starting to actually move a little bit up anyway. It used to be 4:30 it would get that dark for me. But yeah. Use technology to network, yeah. Let's see. That's good. work. Have time off of work? Yeah. I've been off for like the last 2 weeks. And then this week coming up is my last week off, and then I'm back to the day job. But it's nice. I usually take like 3 weeks around this time, just to kind of have like a recharge, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So that's always good to have that, be able to recharge your batteries a bit, and kind of poke your head out and see what's going on, especially now with like they've been working from home all the time now. It's like nice to kind of like have some time where you can just kind of poke your head out. You don't have to carry your, I can go for a drive or something, and I don't have to carry my phone with me in case something, loads or whatever. I don't have to like set myself away and all that stuff. So it's kind of nice. It's nice to be able to kind of run around and do things too. But I like my day job too, and there's going to be lots of work waiting for me, I'm sure. I had just barely finished up a migration of us to. So, yes, I write code for a living, but I also do a bunch of the sysadmin stuff because we're kind of like a little bit of an isolated group, and none of the sysadmins know the tools that we need and all that stuff. So I had just finished up, like they came down from on high, like they wanted to move us out to the cloud, cloud infrastructure and all this AWS. So I had just finished up like building out our AWS boxes, and there's still probably like a little bit of stuff that needs to get done there, but I'm sure hopefully it's worked enough that we've been able to use it while it was gone. But it's setting up all that stuff is just a pain in the butt, and then having to do it twice in like 2 years, even more of a pain. Like getting all the continuous integration stuff set up and getting Java on there, getting servers on there, getting SSL configured, and then we have a mobile app, so getting all the like Android stuff on there so it can be built properly, and all that fun stuff. It's just a lot of little things we have to deal with that all have to come together and work. Moving to Git repository over there because we have a private one that we host ourselves. Doing all that stuff. So fun stuff. But gotta go back and probably do a little bit more of that, and then hopefully back to just mostly writing code. So lots of stuff waiting. We do like 2 releases a year, so beginning of the year is kind of slow until we get all the requirements, and then we try and get everything done. Like April, May is where deadline comes in. We have to really get everything out, get everything ready to go. And then there's kind of a break in June, July, and then we're right back to it and try to get everything out in November for a second release. And then you kind of have that break afterwards, which is why everybody's like in December, it's like the company empties out. Everybody's like, all right, we're taking our vacation now because we're in between releases, you know, kind of thing. So it's nice. I mean, it's nice that we do. There are other parts of the company that do like 4 releases a year, and I don't know how they manage it. They go crazy. We just do 2, and it works out fine. Turns out the users will wait just perfectly fine if you deliver something that generally works, you know, and you keep them informed of what you're working on, you know. So good stuff there, I'd say. Over here a way spring application properties. Spring application property. Local or Eastern development. Oh, spring profiles active. Okay. Means a test time using test properties. Push controls were no surprise. Wow, you don't want. Some things you don't want. Okay. Also use property. Yeah. Override property. Location. Analyze configuration. Properties. Files are considered the following. Application profile properties. I'm trying to get at though. Bring to PC. Also hide the use to script properties as a property like this. Rhythms. It's Commander's fault. Not for Dad, only for Dad, not for Fun. Oh, is that the spring vault? I got it. I get it. Okay, now the spring vault project. Storing and revoking secret. No place. But okay. Open. Alright. How do you do it? The console will require some configuration. Vault the command line. Well, cool. The system that provides that don't eat all the vault. Oh, between WSL. Okay. Well, true. Well, is that okay? You basically have to have a server. to. I mean, I could see the appeal of it, but much overkill. Trying to do. It is like super overkill. Huh. Basically, it's just the answer is all as it has always been. Just encrypt the password and then encrypt it when you need it. Huh. Alright. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna save this for now. So we didn't really get anything necessarily done, which I wasn't really planning on getting necessarily done. Just wanted to sort of start digging around and seeing if there's stuff I can do here. I do have that database now, though. I should be able to. This connection. Authentication failed. It was okay before. We'll open up Vegas here. Works better now. Yep. Oh. We have a database here. Empty. Empty. Back here, alright, good. Probably drop the this stuff, right? Nothing here for that. Input one. No. like it's there. It's weird that we have so many databases sitting there. Connect and read. I guess these are internal data. They're supposed to be by people using the database instead. What do we have here? Found list. Paste. Today's list. Versions is cast. Domains. Oh, gosh. Is there a way to... There must be a database user. Database. Alright. One of those are just database and have those too. Wait.
This crowded street with so many people around me. It was then I bumped into you, and we smiled and apologized at exactly the same time. Should have known then it was meant to be. The moment stood still, it seemed, as I looked at you.
Use for specify which database that wants to connect to. If you don't know the name of the database, use command. Run that command for your CD database that it means. Server at least one database. So database named Postgres run well. Database live. These utilities are pretty.
I can't believe how fast these years have gone by. As I stand up here, looking out there at you, walking down
Create a new database.
with that beautiful smile.
Corrupted. Fix it.
Any happier?
Using
My dream come true. And I knew it was love at first sight, as a fire ignited my heart. I can't explain it.
Apparently, yeah, it's just there and doesn't matter. It's just there and it doesn't matter. That's fine. All right, I think I've played around enough here for one day. Yeah, we'll have to see how this goes. There are things that I want to do on the side here and there that like play around with some tools and technology and stuff, and try to learn some things, which may or may not be the most interesting stuff to watch or listen to. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. My Sunday streams, I think, are going to be kind of a little bit like this, where I'm just kind of playing around with some things, just to kind of give me a way to sort of like a break from the normal, I guess. We'll see. have to see. I would like to have more concrete stuff to work on. But at the same time, maybe I can make some stuff here that actually wired up and has some look and feel to it, so I can have some more visual stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. I like I said, I'm just kind of tossing stuff out there right now. I want to make some changes to things, like the streams a little bit here and there. You know, what kind of things I stream, stuff like that. When it comes to coding and whatnot. I wish I knew game development better, because I could probably do something like that, but I that's one of those things where it requires talent that I know I don't have, like music and art, stuff like that. I'd rather stick to something that I know I can kind of do halfway decent, and that's, you know, website, stuff like that, font and things. So we'll see. We'll see. It's harder for me to work on this kind of thing, because I don't have the same sort of pressures to get things done. So see if I can maybe get some kind of workflow going or some kind of pattern going there with that. But yeah, I like to jump around and have a little bit of a different stream, a little bit of a different thing to work on here and there. But yeah, I think that'll do it for me for today, right? Schedule going forward is as usual. Next week will be Monday, no stream. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be back doing some gaming stuff with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Hopefully making progress there. And then next Friday will be some more small feature Friday. It'll probably be hopefully by Friday I'll have the rating stuff almost done. It's not completely done, but it might be just doing the finishing pieces of rating probably Friday night. And then Saturday afternoon will be likely some more Glimish stuff. And then Sunday afternoon I'll probably be doing something more like this, kind of playing around with Java here and seeing if I can do some things. Oh, that's right. Next Sunday, we'll be going on. Thank you for a reminder. Saying it. I will be going on Side Notes. I didn't forget. It didn't come to my brain as far as like the schedule is concerned. It's you guys do like 5:30 Eastern, right? Something like that. I think is when you usually come through. Is usually, yeah. I think that's about the time. Anyway, I'll be ready ahead of time, one way or the other. So I do have that on the list. So next Sunday we'll be doing that. So I might not. So we'll see about the stream next Sunday. Maybe I'll stream. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to change things up a bit. Yeah, 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, see what goes on. I'm not. I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do or what's happening. I do want to record after I get a bite to eat, I'm probably going to go record a channel update thing, just kind of rambling a little bit, little brain dump thing, mostly about like this stuff, and like what am I going to do with content as far as content is concerned. You know, just kind of as I tend to get into from time to time, just kind of in like a little bit of a, I wouldn't say drought, but it's more of a what do I want to do next kind of a thing. What do I want to continue to do? What do I want to change? You know, the new year tends to be a good time to kind of take a look back and be like, okay, what am I digging and what am I not digging so much? And what should change and what should I continue with? And so that's kind of where I'm at, and that's kind of where, you know, the brain dump that I kind of need to do, especially on the YouTube, because I haven't uploaded anything on the YouTube channel for a while. And it's I used to upload fairly regularly, so we'll see. I just want to I need to kind of put my thoughts out into the ether and see if they make any kind of sense. It's funny is what it comes down to. So doing that, and I might even record an actual video game tonight, like find a new indie game, and do one of those too. That might be interesting. I don't know, it's hard. It's something that I'll talk about in the video, is like that you would think looking at indie games wouldn't be a saturated market, but it very much is. You know, there's a few YouTubers that basically, well, A, they do a far better job of it, and B, because they do a far better job, they get all the views. And it's not that I'm trying to get the views, but I do acknowledge that I don't bring anything new to the table, or anything different, or anything particularly helpful. Other than I have been trying to target like indie games that they don't find, which has been interesting. You know, kind of dig in and find some little gems here and there that kind of fall between the cracks, as it were. So I just kind of have to reset that, I think, a little bit, and see what's going on. Find new things to fill my time up. Yeah, filling the time up has never been something that I've had difficulty with. I will agree with that. Whether or not it's something that I can, whether or not it's something I can maintain is another story. Because I'm always, my brain's always all over the place. It's never really in one spot for very long. And I've tried so many different things. You know, like I tried for a news programming thing that I liked, but I also didn't like the amount of effort I had to put into it, like find news articles, and then I felt like I wasn't adding really anything to them. You know, it's just, there's podcasty like things. There are, and all these videos are still out there on YouTube, but like there's a whole series of videos where I just was playing New World Alpha, you know, just walking forward in it, trying to find, you know, trying to get, you know, to the edge of the world of it, while just chatting about random video game stuff. That was fun, but it was also, you know, probably like watching paint dry or listening to paint dry if it made a sound, I guess. So, you know, I've tried a lot of different things. It's just I have to find the next thing that kind of worms its way into my brain and kind of sticks there for a little bit, I guess. So anyway, all that said, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I hope everyone has an excellent start to your new year. And, it's time to get all your New Year's resolutions started. Lord knows I have a few of those too. Time for renewal, time for change, whatever the case may be. Happy 2023 to everybody. Happy start to the year. Let's hope that this year is better than previous years have been, and that it continues to get better as time goes on. No promises, but we'll see. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And I hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.